Hey guys, it's Equipment Tuesday, and today we are walking around the John Deere 333 track skid steer. This was their biggest model track skid steer, if I believe. I think there's a new one out there now. This thing is an absolute tank. We'll walk into the cab here. Obviously she's, she's a skid steer, but she's actually very spacious for what she is. Being that she is so big, and literally we call her the tank, obviously you can see you do have some blind spots that you typically wouldn't have on a smaller skid steer. Not that you can't work around it. Again, plenty of room in the cab. It does feel kind of outdated in here compared to some of the other skids that are out there, but she does the job. Obviously over here you have all your start stop, your heat, your control, all your functions, and then over here you have where's your fuel sitting, your def levels, and your backup camera and music. As you can see, we just kind of stick with that whole mentality to never fill our def tank more than 50%, especially during the winter season. So obviously this one could use a little bit more def, as she's sitting about a quarter, so we'll fill her up about to the halfway mark. And if you've seen my other videos, the reasons we do this is because if the def tank does freeze, by having it only half filled, we're actually able to add warm def fluid to the system and actually help circulate and melt that, instead of hopefully preventing a service call from dealerships and things like that. So that's just one thing that we were taught on our bigger loaders, and now basically we implement that anything that's heavy equipment working in snow that has def, they get kind of that same mindset. Just gonna walk around this way so you can just see how beefy the arms are. Obviously we have snow tracks on her because this was bought for our Erskine Extreme snowblower. We first originally bought the Bobcat T770s for our Erskine Extremes, and they work great, don't get me wrong. It's a great skid steer. We've had some issues with them over the years. There's been just, I guess, some known issues with the T770s, and the T770 only has 36 gallons per minute on its high flow, where this is 45. So yes, that might not be that big of a difference, but it makes a massive difference in the operation of the snowblower. And so that's why we upgraded to this monster of a machine. We still obviously have our T770s and they still run blowers and things like that, but operating weight on this thing is 12,300, where on the T770 it's like 10,250. Obviously don't quote me on the exact numbers, those are rough operating weights, but that's the difference between them. So obviously you need a heavy trailer to move this one around, even the T770 for that matter. But just got the LED lights on the top. Your gauge for your hydraulic level is, where is it? It's in a weird spot if I remember right. Yeah, there it is. So as you can see where your hydraulic levels are there. It's on the sides buried. Obviously you can't see it here, so if you go right here you can see it, see where you're sitting on your hydraulic fluid. I mean, even the tracks seem wider than our T770. Should have lined it up for this video just to see the comparison side by side. Maybe I'll make a video side by side comparison. So again, cool thing about the John Deere's engine's very easy to work on. So obviously this all comes off. You can pull all this apart, pull this apart, pull this out, and you're able to lift the boom up. You could actually get in here and work on the sides, work on everything in here. So that part's pretty great. Here's your fill up, which is nice. It's covered. Your def tank is down here. So nice and shielded. Don't have to worry about that one too much. Yeah. Got your built-in tie downs for when transporting. Obviously 4 points of tie down. You got your bar down here in the middle for the front. So again, this is just a quick walk around. This is the John Deere 333G. We call it the tank. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Like and subscribe for more. In the comments, leave me what you want to see next. It's Equipment Tuesday.